But I would look to you to fill in the blank of what he is for you right now. For me, I'll be honest, to me, he's been a healer. I've been sick in my body, I have a condition, and there's no cure. But the God that I serve is the God that is a healer for me. Because I know that at any time he can step right in and change everything. Because that's who he is. He's a way maker. He's a promise keeper. You can bank on it. You can count on it. Whatever God says that you are tonight, you are. Because that's in his character. And because he's perfect, he can't move outside of his character. And so tonight I would lift to you, what do you need God to be for you tonight? Because the same God that we're singing about is the same God that will do it. You just gotta ask. You gotta lift your hands up for a second and just say, Dad, I need you. And like a loving father, he will wrap his arms around you and show you exactly what it is that he has for you. The Bible tells us in Jeremiah chapter 29, for I know the plans that I have for you, says the Lord. He knows the plan already. However your day went today, he knew it was going to happen. He knew that you were going to be here tonight. He knows what tomorrow looks like for you. He knows what next week looks like for you, next month, next year, for the rest of your life. And you can count on him to be just that. You don't ever have to go through this alone. The God that we serve is a God that never leaves. No matter where you are, as you take these steps throughout your life, there's a God who loves you and who is in front of you, showing you the way. So all he's asking for you tonight is just to say yes. That's it. It's that simple. I have so much for you. That's what God is saying to us. All you gotta do is take a moment and say yes. I was talking to DJ the other day about this. Y'all can sit down, it's weird, y'all just standing. I was talking to DJ the other day about this, and 4 or 5 months ago, I thought I was doing what God wanted me to do, and I thought I was stepping into what he had for me. And then the door slammed. And I was angry, and I was mad, and I was like, God, you promised me this, and God, you told me this. What I realized today is that God said no then, so you can say yes right now. And so for you, you might be in a no season of your life, and you're thinking to yourself, I'm mad, I'm angry. God, you promised me this. God, you told me that. Maybe his no right now is setting you up for a yes later. Because God can't lie. So, if he promised you something, it's going to happen. But maybe just not right now. And so what we have to do as believers is that we have to learn to trust God. This God that we sing about, it's real easy to be on a Christian campus, at a Christian school, doing Christian things. But I wonder what happens when you're not here. When you're actually tested. And this faith that's so easy to live out around other people requires you to do something. It requires you to step out on faith sometimes and say, you know what, God? I don't know the way, but I know the way maker. God, I don't know the end of my story, but the Bible promises us in Hebrews, thanks be to God, who is the author of this faith. That means that he is writing your story right now. And you can count on that. You might not know what's on the next page. You might not know what's in the next chapter. But the God that you can count on and rely on is the one that's writing your story right now. And his plans are perfect. His ways are perfect. And we can trust that tonight. Waymaker, miracle worker, promise keeper, light in the darkness, my God, that is who you are. Sing it one more time. Waymaker, miracle worker, promise keeper, light in the darkness, I needed this. I didn't know I did until I got here, but I needed this. I needed a reminder from other believers that this God that I serve makes all things perfect. That He does all things right. And that His perfect will is just that. It's perfect. So tonight, if you would just give me 10 minutes of your time, I want to open up this book for a second that we sing about. Because this God who's writing your life story wrote a book and it's called the Bible. And there's something in there for us tonight. So we're going to crack it open just for a second. We're going to get through it. And then we'll be on our way. So, y'all can sit down. Can we give them a hand real quick? So yeah, this is the refresh. This is a dream, I think, realized. This is a prayer, realized. This is a God thing. If you ever asked me 4 months ago, and he can attest to this, because we meet people, and I was like, nah, I'm good. Like, I told him, I was like, I feel like the Lord's put something on my heart, but I want to do it. If I'm honest, I just didn't. I was like, you know what? I got a lot of other things that I can probably do with my week. But I'm so glad that this is a thing. So real quick, I won't bore you with a ton of things, but I just think that there's something really important that God has for us today, tonight, and hopefully you can take it to your tomorrow as well. We live in a time where there's like a ton of like bad things going on. And I promise this is going to be super depressing, but just follow me for a second. And there's a ton of like bad stuff going on. You go on Facebook, you go on anywhere, and you see like somebody got shot again, or something blew up, or Donald Trump tweeted something stupid. Like whatever it may be, like we go through all of these things all the time, right? And a lot of times what happens is like us as believers, we'll say things like thoughts and prayers, thinking of you. And we say those things, but I wonder if we actually do them a lot of times. Well, it looks real good on a post. If, somebody dies, it's thoughts and prayers. If, somebody's sick, praying for you. But I wonder if we as believers, as those who follow this God, this Jesus, I wonder how often we actually do it. And I was thinking about it myself, and I was kind of convicting myself, because if I'm honest, I think that sometimes I do it too. I've been in youth ministry and young adult ministry for almost a decade, and so a lot of times, like, when bad things happen, they're like, let's go find the preacher, let's go find the pastor, and then I'll be like, yeah, for sure, I'll pray for you, and I never do. It sounds good, it sounds beautiful, right? And so, a lot of times, a lot of people say, well, I really want to, I want to, pray for them and cover them, but I'm not sure how. I'm not sure what that looks like. I don't know what it means for God to move in an amazing way. And how does that happen? And so, I think that the Bible kind of gives us a roadmap, actually, to how we can navigate through that, and we can get to that place to watch God do something amazing. Because, I'll be honest with you, for I think all of you in here, or if not all of you, pretty much all of you, we're all on this campus a lot, right? We see a lot of things and a lot of things go on, and so it's easy for us just to get caught up in the Christianity of the day, whatever is the cute thing that you say. But a lot of times, at least in my heart, I feel like that this campus needs revival, and this campus needs it bad. Because if you look at it day after day, we're getting to a place where more and more people are not looking at God, but they're looking at themselves. A lot of people will not do the Christian thing, they'll do the popular conservative thing. And a lot of times the reality is like that's not the same. They don't. And so with that, I think that God gives us something for us to at least to start from. I think that this can be a place to like begin with. So I'm going to read something real quick and then talk about it a little bit, what God gave me, and then we'll be on our way. So the Bible tells us this in 2 Chronicles chapter 7. It's a very familiar verse if you've ever been in church for any point in your lifetime, because people read it all the time. But this is what it says. It says, if my people, who are called by my name, will humble themselves and pray, seek my face, turn from their wicked ways, Then I'll hear from heaven, and I'll forgive their sin and heal their land. So I'm a grammar Nazi, I'm a grammar nerd, and so I was reading this verse, and then I said to myself, that looks familiar to me. And for me, as a writer, as an English teacher, I look at this verse as an if-then statement. And what that means is the statement is conditional. God said, I'll do this if you do this. And so a lot of times for us, we're begging God to do things. God, I want you to heal this person. God, I want you to restore this relationship. God, I want you to fix my family. God, I want you to help me in my finances. God, I want you to help me pass this test that I didn't study for. All these things that we pray for, we want God to do the miraculous. When in all actuality, in order for God to show up and do the miraculous, there's a condition with it. And so if we go back and look at this text and we look at this verse as it is, there are 4 things that this verse specifically talks about that we should do. So let's take it backwards. It says, I'll hear from heaven, I'll forgive their sins, and I'll heal their land. That's the wonderful part. That's the exciting part. This is a Pentecostal church. That's the part that everybody would shout on and say, hey, touch 5 people and say, like, God will heal you. Touch 3 people and say, he'll heal everything. God will fix everything. But the reality is this, is that in order for God to fix anything, there's something that we have to do too. And so with that, number 1 is, if my people, I think that's pretty much everybody here. If it's not, you can't be tonight. Number 1, we have to humble ourselves. We have to walk in humility every single day. What does that look like? So glad that you asked. We got to realize, 1, that we need saving. We can't save ourselves. A lot of times what we do, we're like, I'm a Christian, so like I got it all under control. I'm a, super Christian. I can fix everything. Just ask me. I got it. And the reality is that, like, that's not the humility that we should walk in. The humility that we should be walking in is saying, you know what? I can't fix it, but I know somebody who can. I can't do everything, but I know somebody who can, and his name is Jesus. And so we have to be very humble in that conversation, in the way that we walk, in the way that we talk. I think a lot of times that we will get kind of caught up and like lost in ourselves, where it sounds really good coming out of our mouth, and our friends are really cool about it, like, oh yeah, you, man, yeah, that's the word. And then all of a sudden we realize, we're like, oh yeah, it's me, it's all about me. The easiest way for God to shut down everything in your life is for you to think for a second, and it's completely about him. That's just who he is. And so also with humility, we also have to understand that the only answer for whatever it is that we're going through is Jesus and Jesus alone. Period. I think of the example of Peter and John. They're walking by this guy who can't walk. I think recently Robert Matthew, whatever his name is, I love him. But anyway, he actually like referenced this recently, and I was like, that's interesting. I see the Lord. But the story is Peter and John are walking, and this lame man who can't walk, he's been lame all of his life, says, hey, help me. Now at that moment they had 2 options. They could have tried to help him themselves, but they said instead, we can't help you, but in the name of Jesus, this thing happens. And then the Bible tells us he got up and he started running and telling everybody, let me tell you, I couldn't walk 10 minutes ago, and now I'm out here kicking my heels and everything else. And it's a beautiful moment of this story of healing. But what we have to understand is that each and every one of those disciples, first of all, had to understand that they couldn't do it themselves, and that Jesus had to be the one to fix it. Can't say in Peter's name, can't say in John's name, but in Jesus' name, get up and walk. Not in Gabe's name, not in Phil's name, not in Tiana's name, not in Lily's name, but in Jesus' name, these things change. And the sooner that we understand that it's in Jesus' name and Jesus alone, then things start to change. Number 2, we have to pray. Now, that seems like a very obvious thing. Well, duh, yeah, we have to pray. But no, we have to pray intentionally. And say, you know what? It's easy to be like, all right, I'm going to pray for you. Okay, Lord, thank you for today. Thank you for waking me up this morning. I pray for this person for whatever is leading, that you will just help them. Amen. Those are just words, realistically. We have to pray with expectancy. And what I mean by that is we have to pray and say, you know what? I know that Jesus can fix it. I know that Jesus is going to fix it. All I'm doing is just letting him know that, hey, we know, that you know, that I know, that you're going to do everything. I just want you to know that I know, and I'm telling you real quick. Because that's how the miraculous happens. It doesn't happen when we just pray just for the sake of doing it. I get that a lot of times in the Christian life it's easy just to do things for the sake of doing it because we've always done it. But the reality is this, is that the Jesus that we serve in case anybody didn't know, is still alive and is still just as powerful as he was at the beginning and when he came to the cross and after that. Like, the tomb is still empty for a reason, because the Jesus that we talk about is alive and well and is in the business of being and doing the miraculous. And so for us who say, you know what, I'm a Jesus follower, guess what? We win. And so with that, when we go before God, we don't have to go scared. We don't have to go feeling any sort of kind of way. We go with confidence and boldness. So the Bible tells us to go boldly to the throne. So that means that we walk in, we're not walking in like, God, I need you to do something that don't look at me in the face, but I know you don't care about me, but I see you. No. You walk in and say, God, I know who you are. I know what you promised me. I know already what you can do, and so I need you to do it. And walking in with that confidence isn't saying, like, God, you can't, or I'm like smart about you, but it's saying, God, I'm confident that in you, anything is possible. So that's what our prayers should look like. Like, that's what they should look like. And then also, it's also like a regular thing. And I'm not talking about praying over your food. I'm not talking about those kind of like, oh, I think you're waking me up this morning. Those are still important. Don't get me wrong. But I wonder what would happen if Christians started praying as though they believe that the things they prayed about would happen. I wonder. Like, I think about it sometimes, and I even like have to like check myself as well. Of like, you know what? I'm going to pray intentionally for this thing because I believe this thing to happen. I remember a couple of weeks ago, my grandfather was super sick. And I remember being around my family, and we were just all kind of talking, and there's like, I don't know what's going to happen, like, how's this going to go, whatever. And I remember like standing up in front of them. I'm not really sure where this confidence came from, but I was like, hold up, y'all. I was like, we all know Jesus. He knew Jesus, or he knows Jesus. So how about we just pray for something intentional to happen so that God can intentionally move on his behalf, whatever that looks like. And then we just started to pray. And I remember like saying, God, I just want you to like heal his body, and I want you to make him well and to make him brand new, and for all those things to happen. And then I remember the next day I called my dad, and my dad being like, he died. And at first I was like, God, are you not listening to me? Like, trust me, I was like going to work over here. I'm sweating, I'm crying, all those things. God, are you not listening to me? And then in that moment, I heard God say something to me just as clear as if I'm talking to one of you. He said, I did heal him. I didn't heal him on this side, but he has a brand new body. He doesn't have any more pain. He's totally fine the way that he is right now. So yes, I did heal him. So yes, I heard your prayer and I answered it in the way that I knew that was best. And I said, you know what? All right, God, I see you. I didn't get it at first. I didn't. But then seeing how God worked, it all makes sense now. And so for us as we pray, it's very simple. Is our prayer life has to be in a posture of, God, your will be done no matter what. Which is super difficult to do. It's real hard to do. Saying, God, I'm praying for this thing, and even if you don't answer it like I want to, I know that you know what's best, and so I know that you're going to get the glory out of this regardless. You know, maybe I do pray for somebody to be healed, and then maybe they do die. Or maybe I do pray for somebody to come to Christ, and maybe it takes them a little bit longer than I wanted to. Or whatever it is that you're praying for, God, I need you to open up this door. I need these things to happen. What we have to understand is that his no's are better than any yes you could ever have. Like, his no's are better than our yeses any day of the week. And so it's like, you know what? Yes, it's no right now, but it might be yes tomorrow. You don't know. We don't know. God knows. And so maybe his no is saying, actually, I've got better for you if you would just chill out and like trust me. And that's what our prayer lives have to be like. It's like, you know what, God, I expect and I know you to be God, and I know you to be the God of the miraculous, and I know you do those things. But if you don't answer this prayer the way that I want you to, I'll still give your name the glory because your name is the one that matters. That's the posture that we have to be in for God to move. So humble ourselves. If you're paying attention and taking notes, I don't care if you are or not. But humble yourself. Pray is number 2. Number 3 is seek the face of God. And so that's even deeper than that. That goes with prayer. But I think that when we intentionally pray, seeking the face of God is more than just like us reading word sometimes. Sometimes seeking the face of God is you don't say anything at all, and you just allow Him to move. Maybe being in a season of silence says, God, I'm seeking your face. God, I really want this thing, right? It could be a job. It could be, I don't know, a relationship. It could be whatever you want it to be. But God, I want this thing, and I want it to happen. And maybe God is saying for some of you that, hey, instead of like moving so much while you're asking, stop. Be still. Be quiet. And intentionally seek my face. Of saying, God, you know what? I don't have the answers, but you do. So you know what? At this moment, just for now, I'm going to let you move. I'm going to let you be God. I'm not going to be the God of my life. Because in seeking the face of God, it takes the responsibility off of us and says, God, you're in control. That's what this looks like. And then this text also talks about turning from your wicked ways. Now, in 2019, and for a while now, it seems that like not a whole lot of pastors want to preach on sin anymore. They'll give you 10 ways for your life to be better, or 5 ways for you to have the victory in every part of your life, or whatever it may be, and all those things are going to be the truth. But I wonder if sometimes we should just take a second and say, you know what? In order for God to move, we have to deal with ourselves first. We got to deal with this sin issue, because if God is holy and God can't interact with sin, and we are sinful people, what am I supposed to do? And so for us, it talks about, now, don't miss what I'm saying. We're covered under the blood, so like, we're good. But at the same time, I wonder if we as believers would live a repentant life instead of just saying, oh, I know I'm okay. I know that Jesus paid it all, so I can kind of do what I want to. No, you can't, actually. You can't. This life that we're living as believers is supposed to be like Christ. Christ-like. It means that every day we should be taking a step closer to who Jesus is and taking a step further away from who we are as people. There's a process. It's called sanctification. What that means is that it's a process of perfecting. Now, no, none of us will ever be perfect. Not on this side. But we can try to be. Because with that, I think a lot of times, and it hurts my heart, but like, sometimes people who like don't know Jesus look at people who do know Jesus and they're like, I don't want that Jesus. Because you do the same thing that I do. You live a life just like I do. You live just alike, but for somehow magically, like, just because at one point you prayed a prayer to accept Jesus into your heart, like, we're different. Our lives are exactly the same. And so my challenge to you tonight would be this, is to be different. Is to be different. To be set apart. To be like Jesus so much that whatever the world has to offer doesn't even compare. Because it doesn't. Realistically. If we really believe that Jesus is enough, whatever this world has to offer that's anti of who Jesus is, isn't even enough for us. Now hear me. Because a lot of our parents will say, well, that's right. So, as a Christian, you should wear your hair like this, and you should dress like this, and why are you not wearing suits on Sunday? And are you pierced? Do you have tattoos? Or you're going to hell? That's not what I'm saying tonight. What I'm saying is this, is that you can be pierced up, tatted up, whatever you want to be, and still be sold out for the one and only Jesus Christ. Yeah. You can be. Every single day. And you can show the world what it looks like, and show the world what Jesus is, and who Jesus is. All the time. No matter what. And so that's what I would challenge you to do. So if we humble ourselves, if we pray, if we seek God's face, and then we turn from our wicked ways. Because that's what repentance is. Repentance isn't just saying like, my bad, God, shoot, and then walking away from it. It's an intentional turning of like, that is not like you, so I'm not going to do it anymore. I'm going this way. Then, if we have all of those things covered, if we can check off all those things, then the Bible says He'll hear from heaven, He'll forgive our sins, and He'll heal. We live in a culture right now that is in desperate, dire need of healing. Like, desperately needing healing. And I wonder if we would be intentional about those things, what could happen? You know? Like, I think about it sometimes, and I look at people that I know that who aren't believers, and about Jesus all I want to. I can show them who Jesus is all I want to. But it's like, I wonder what would happen if we were very intentional about all of these things. Like the difference it can make. Not only on this campus, but in our communities, in the world, everywhere. Because the reality is that, very simply put, Jesus is the only answer that we have. Period. And his arms are open, and he's asking, and begging, and pleading for you to come home. Because in him, that's what it is. I'm reminded of a story Jesus told. It's kind of one of my favorite stories. I'll tell it to you. I'm not Jesus, but I'll try to tell it like he did. Jesus tells a story about two sons. And one day, the younger son decides, Dad, I'm over this. Give me what's mine. I'm going to leave out of here. And then the dad does. And then the Bible tells us that literally this son goes out and wastes everything. Loses all of it. Doesn't tell us what he did, but we just know that at some point he was broke. Then starts working at a farm. Starts working with pigs. Disgusting, it's dirty, it's nasty. The Bible says that one day he came to his senses and he said, I can go home. I know my dad is a little bit because I know what he gave me. So I know that I can at least go home and get a paycheck. And then the Bible tells us that the son decides to go home. And his dad hires him and everything is fine. No, it's actually not what happened. The Bible says that while he was still a ways away, he was far off, the father went and met him. So that tells me that if the father went and saw him a far way off, the father was looking for him. And so then the dad, all of a sudden, man, I think that's my boy. I think that's my son. And he takes off. Goes and he meets him. And I wasn't there. I wasn't. But I could imagine that the son had probably thought about what he was going to tell his dad already. You ever been in trouble with your parents and you're like, I know I gotta, like, when I get home, it's gonna go, so I know what I'm gonna say. Alright, Dad, I messed up, and like, my bad, and like, don't hate me, but, you know, I might have failed a test, or I might have done whatever. This son is the same way. He was like, you know what? I bet you he had a speech ready. Met him, kissed him, put his coat on, took his coat and put it around him, and said, guess what? Kill the cat. We have a party tonight. We about to turn up because my son that was lost is now found. My son that was gone is now home. Everything is okay here. And I think about us and how sometimes, even in times of worship, we will go into it guilty with our hands up. Think about it. People say, freeze. Put your hands up, right? And that says, I'm guilty of something. I've wronged somebody. My hands are up. My bad. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. But we serve a God that says, don't come with your hands up. Just put your hands out. There's a Father who loves us and who says, no, put your hands down. No. You're here and I love you. You're here and I have a plan for you. You're here and everything that you needed is right here. And so for us tonight, that same Father from that story actually is our Father in real life. And He wants nothing more than to throw His arms around you. He wants nothing more than to hug you. He wants nothing more than to love you. He wants nothing more than to be like, you're my son, you're my daughter. It doesn't matter what you did yesterday. It doesn't matter what you did an hour ago. It doesn't matter what you did 10 minutes ago. You're here now. And so because you're here right now, because you came home, I'm going to show you what love looks like. I don't care about your past. I care about right now. The reality is that Jesus doesn't care about as much your words as he does your heart. Let's talk about these lofty prayers, and I gotta talk in the King James, and I gotta make sure I put all these things in it, and I gotta make sure that when I approach Jesus, I have to come a certain kind of way. Well, actually, you don't have to come a certain kind of way, you just have to come. Because there is a God who's saying, come home. Come back. Every day he's out there looking. Not today. Okay. Back to the house. Nope, not today. Looking at it, back to the house. Come again, day after day. And then finally, hey y'all, hey. Look who's here. And then he runs out to you. That's what pursuit looks like. He is pursuing you. He wants you to know that he loves you so much. How much? He loves you so much that somebody died because of it. That's what love looks like. Jesus said, no greater love than a man lay down his life for a friend. Jesus laid down his life for us to show us what love looks like. That's the love that we get, that you can embrace. That's the love that you can be a part of. No matter what happened before today, no matter what happened on your way here, no matter what happened, maybe something popped in your head there when we were singing earlier, none of that matters. What matters is this moment right now. Everybody do me a favor real quick. Take a breath in. Go like this. Let it out. The fact that you're still breathing means that you still have an opportunity to say yes to Jesus.
Yeah.
The fact that there's still breath in your body means, guess what? You can still come. You can still be a part of this. You can still have this relationship. All you gotta do is come home. So maybe tonight, you don't know Jesus. Maybe you came tonight because one of your friends was singing, or you saw it on Instagram or something, and you said, I'm gonna go check this out. And so maybe tonight you need to say yes to Jesus for the first time. Tonight can be that night for you. You can. Because in this space, and really in any space, but specifically in this space, there's no judgment here. There's no condemnation here. I'm not going to pull up all your dirty laundry. I don't care because I know that God doesn't care. Or maybe you're like, you know what, yeah, I know Jesus. I know that I know Jesus. But I've been wrestling with this thing. Where some days I'm good, some days I'm not. Some days we're up here, some days we're down here. But I need God to move in a real way in my life. And I need God to show up in a mighty way. The Bible gives us the roadmap. It says, humble yourselves. It says, pray. Seek my face. Turn from your sin. So maybe for you tonight, you're thinking and you're like, some of those things I'm kind of good at, but others I'm not. Some of those things I'm really down for, others I'm not. Well, tonight can be the day that you start being okay with all of it and walking with Jesus in a real way. Because I believe with all of my heart that if one of us can start that process, it can light a match that will literally take fire on this canvas. I don't think that we're called came down on fire. So I think that this campus is fire. I do. I believe it wholeheartedly. I talk to people every day, and they're struggling with things. A lot of it, people have mental health issues on this campus right now. A lot of people are dealing with depression and anxiety on this campus right now. A lot of people have thought about ending their own lives on this campus right now. How is it on a campus full of people who know Jesus and there's so many people that are struggling with this when we have the answer? We have the antidote. We've got what it needs. And it doesn't require medicine. It doesn't require a pill. It requires prayer. It requires intentional community and connection. Everybody real quick, bow your heads and close your eyes for me. If you are in this room tonight and you're thinking to yourself, you know what? Something touched me. There's something that I need to do. I want you to do a favor. I want you to slip your hand up real quick. And I want you to do it for the simple fact that I want to be able to partner with you and pray with you and let you know that Jesus is enough. It's not anything super deep. I'm not going to lead you in a super deep prayer tonight, because the reality is that, like, regardless of what you say, there's a decision that you have to make. And so tonight, if you're saying, you know what, I'm in one of those two places. Either one, I don't know Jesus, but I want to. Two, I already know Jesus, but I'm struggling. Tonight, I want you just quickly, just put your hands up tonight and let me see them. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I want you to know something tonight. That this Jesus that we sing about, this Jesus that I talked about, wants nothing more than to love on you and to show you what relationship looks like. That's what he wants from you. It's just that. So tonight, we're going to sing a little bit more. We're going to continue to worship. But if you are somebody who's thinking to yourself, you know what? I really love this tonight. Like tonight, right now. What I want you to do is that we have plenty of space down here. This altar is open. This is a prayer chapel. So if you want somebody to pray with you right now, come down. Come down. We'll pray with you. We'll connect with you. We'll show you what that looks like. Even right now. So we're going to continue to sing. So you can stand up, you can stay sitting down. It don't matter to me. But if you need prayer tonight, this altar is open. Jesus is open. Has open arms. All it takes is for you to take a step and make a decision tonight. So Father, thank you. Thank you for loving us. Thank you for showing us what love looks like. Thank you for coming in and sitting with us tonight. God, help us as we navigate through this Christian walk, and help us to never forget to always say yes. Yes to your will, yes to your way, yes to whatever it is that you have for us, because you have it all in control. So Jesus, we love you.